And we are back. Round 4 with Laurent.
Yes, sir.
Hey, does Laurent mean something at all? Like, why was that the name picked for you when you were born?
The funny thing is that my mom used to work with nuns, and one of the nuns gave me her name.
Oh, she left it up to God.
Yes.
All right. Interesting. You mentioned your sister earlier. Big family, a lot of siblings?
Not really. I'm the black sheep of the family.
You're the black sheep of the family?
I'm the middle child.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I get that. Okay. Me too. I'm the middle child. So when you say black sheep, middle child, does that mean like traditional middle child, you got the short end of the stick on everything?
Well, I would say I'm more unorthodox. I go the opposite way than my siblings.
Okay.
So I don't.
You're the
rule
rebel
breaker. Definitely, I do opposite of everything.
I love that. That's awesome. So aside from everything we've talked about today, a little bit about your life in the military, you are a student here at the college.
Yes.
Why did you choose after the military to go to college? Here at Victor Valley College, you take advantage of our Veteran Resource Center, but, obviously you lived a life, going to the military 14 years. Mm-hmm. Again, thank you for your service. But yet now you want to start a new life. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, when I first got out, it was kind of difficult, to be honest.
Why is
that? When I got out the military, it was under medical discharge. I ended up having to have surgeries to get my back fused. Jumping out of airplanes will do that to you. Bad knees, bad back.
I try and not jump out of a perfectly good airplane, but that's just my choice.
So, yeah.
Why were you jumping out of airplanes?
I loved it, and I'm scared of height. I wanted to conquer that fear.
Okay. So this was outside of the military that you were doing this? Or?
No, it was in the military.
Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. Do we need to extend the podcast for this one? I thought you were just doing the parts in the military. Okay, so you did that in wartime. Was there something else that you were doing in the Army?
Well, when I enlisted, I asked my recruiter to add being an airborne paratrooper in my contract as well.
Okay. You should have led with that because that was way cooler than, hey, can you go get this part number over here in this warehouse? Jumping out of an airplane totally would have led with that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like, what's the highest you've jumped?
At school, we had to do about 1,200 feet. So.
Oh, that's not too high.
When you look at it, it doesn't look until you're coming down and you see.
That's not too high, and I'm like freaking out. She's jumping out of an airplane. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, it is. When you're first learning to do that, it's kind of worrisome because the difference when you barely can see, anyone, is like they look like little sticks human for you. So, but as I do it, and I'm not gonna say I got relaxed because you have to be anxious to do that. If you're not, then you're definitely gonna make a mistake and it will cost you.
I think it would create anxious or anxiety in me as I'm doing it.
Well, yeah, that's the reason why
I'm getting anxious just thinking about it right now.
When we're in the airplane, we trash talk each other just for that reason to prevent people from being nervous. And it kind of helped because you're not thinking about the airplane or you're about to jump out of it.
Interesting. Okay, so you jumped out of airplanes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so going back to Victor Valley College, after jumping out of airplanes with the U.S. Army, you decided to do something else for life. So where is your life taking you now that you decided to come to college?
Well, I wanted to continue into logistics, but as I say, because of physical limitation, I decided to try something and still being able to contribute to the community or to society, as they say it. But I just didn't want to be sitting on a couch and be collecting VA, disability check. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to do something I know close to my job, but it's not physically demanding. So I go for business administration, and I want to do human resources.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, despite, how you feel. I think you are an excellent talker. She was saying earlier, I like putting people on blast. They think when the cameras are turned off during the commercial breaks that we don't talk about stuff, but we do. We still air the laundry. She was like, I'm not a good public speaker, but actually I think you're really good at people talking and stuff. So when you say human resources, I could totally see you having that, face-to-face interpersonal communication with people 100%. And Haley said she seconds that. Yeah. No, you're good with people. Plus, you can talk like 23 languages. So I don't know. I lost count however many you said earlier that you said you could do.
Obrigado.
Okay, see, she just said something I don't know. You're going to have to make sure that was...
Thank you.
Yeah.
In Portuguese. Brazilian Portuguese.
Okay. What are the other languages you can say thank you in?
Kamsahamnida. That's Hangul.
Oh, what is Hangul? That's a language?
Well, it's Korean.
Okay.
They call it Hangul.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Gracias.
Oh, de nada. I got that one. De nada.
Grazie.
That's Italian.
See.
But you didn't even say you speak Italian.
I wouldn't say I speak it. I just know the basic of saying good morning, thank you, and that's about it, pretty much.
Gosh, how do you say it in Creole?
Merci.
Messy?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, in English that means something else.
Yeah, it sounds like the footballer.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I mean, messy. You don't. If something is messy, you definitely would not say thank you. Like you'd say, clean that up now.
Definitely.
Yeah. How do you say it in French?
Merci.
Mercy. No.
Merci.
Yeah. Let me see. I can't do what the roll. Merci.
There you go.
Look at me.
You got it.
Look at me. I'm international now. Woo. Yeah. So, Laurent, I want to say thank you so much for being on the podcast today. If there's anybody out there who's a veteran who has decided they want to pursue something else in life, like what's the message for them? Like, how do you tell them to start over after completing one career? What's the words of encouragement for them?
Just letting them know, just because that's one chapter of your life, I would say that's a book that is closed, but it doesn't have to be the end. Just start a new chapter. See where it takes you. It doesn't have to be with school right away, but search for yourself what you want to do first and decide on it and execute it.
You're great. You are great. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next time right here on Ramplify. Later.
Ramplify the podcast is filmed and recorded in Victorville, California. This podcast is made possible with the support of the Associated Student Body of Victor Valley College. The views and opinions expressed in this production are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of Victor Valley College or its affiliates. Ramplify is hosted by Andrew Caravella, produced by Robert A. Sewell. Production crew includes officers of the Associated Student Body of 2024 through 2025. If you'd like more information about this podcast, please reach out by email info@vvc.edu.